Okay, for this tutorial, what I'm going to talk about is how to add a vintage look, so like an older kind of crinkly photo look to your project. So what I'll be doing is I'll be adjusting this picture of my daughter using gradient maps and all of those new fun things. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new adjustment layer. So just like before, we're going to go over here to our adjustments, and we are actually going to click on gradient map. Okay, for this one, I'm going to choose the blue and yellow, but I'm going to double click so I get this bar to kind of adjust it the way I want it to look. And I'm actually going to delete this guy. So what I want is a blue kind of yellow mix, just like that. I'm going to press OK. You know what? I think I kind of want to adjust my yellow over just a little bit. Okay, so just like that. Everything looks good. And it should look okay. So I like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down to about 30%. Okay, so after that, what we're going to do is we are going to add an inner layer style to your design. For that, you need to go to the Layers panel and double click on the background layer, then click OK. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on my background layer. Oh, it's locked right now. I'm going to turn that lock off. Double click. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to add an inner shadow. So I'm going to click on inner shadow, and I'm going to click on my options. I'm going to change this to color burn. Okay, let's do 30%. I'm going to change my angle just a little bit. Maybe over here to about 119. Distance 1. Let's see, 20% for my choke. Let's do about 250 for the size. Okay, and then everything else looks good. Okay, so right now this is what my picture is looking like. It has kind of like a little dull, faded look to it. Okay, so then what we're going to do next is we are going to add a layer of texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my texture. Now you have this for you to download. From Schoology, so give me one quick second so I can find it. Here it is. I'm going to open it up, and just like yesterday, I'm going to select all, and I'm going to bring it over to my picture. Oops, forgot to copy. Control C, copy. Control V, paste. Now, it's looking pretty small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to free transform it. So I'm going to go up here to Edit, Free Transform, or I could use the Control T, like quick tabs. Now, because it's just a texture, I don't care if I constrain its proportions or not, because we are going to be using it in a sort of different way. I'm going to press OK, and then I'm going to lower the opacity down to about 20%. Okay, so let's play with some options on how to finish it. So some other cool things that you could do to give it like a really nice effect is you can add actually another gradient map on top of this, but give it more of like a warm glow. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to pick this one. I'm going to change this color to somewhere in like the yellows, maybe like a yellowy orange. Okay, I like that. I'm going to press OK. And then you know what to do. You're going to turn this all the way down until you like it. Okay, so now it's giving it like a warmer look. If I want it to look cooler, I could add a gradient map more like that, and it's going to give it a cooler look. Okay, if I wanted to get like crazy, I could go rainbowy. I've got all of these options, and each one of it are going to give a different look. Okay, when you're all done, just like before, File, Save As, save this as your last name, the vintage as a PSD and a JPEG. Hope you like learning how to do a vintage technique.